Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where for now, things are going okay. I'm not going to call it great, but it's going okay. We're getting the time that we need for the moment, and that is coming from the Slurpernor horde. They are of course protecting us currently because we submitted to them. Now, we do still have to worry about nanites. We'll see if they show up anytime soon. They left of their own volition, and I don't know what to say about that. We're just hoping that they don't come back, I guess. So, it's not a great situation there. But we'll see if they show back up. This colony, of course, needs a city district. That'll be just fine. And we just need to keep focusing on scaling. That is very, very important at this time. We're going to boost this up to fast speed, and hopefully this is working just fine. And by this, of course, I mean my microphone. I just realized that I didn't do a sound check this morning before I started, and I've had that intermittent mic issue. Hopefully it's not affecting this episode. I'll check after. And if it is, I'm not sure how I'll handle it yet. So we'll move up, and we will build a starbase in Nemoland. We will also build a research station in Kazimar. That's fantastic. We are making quite a lot of, well, not quite a lot. We're making some research at this point. We do need to ramp up our research. In general, we just need to ramp up our colonies. That is overall what needs to happen here. This bureaucratic center needs a planetary administration, and our colonies absolutely are ramping up. So that's great. We're very happy to see that. Now the real question is, what's going on up here in the L cluster? And why aren't they attacking us? Are they attacking others, like potentially the Neberites? Maybe they view the Neberites as a larger threat. I don't know. I don't even know if the AI thinks that way for the AI, or for the nanites, rather. I have no idea. Is that a thing that it considers? Who knows? For now, we're going to build our starbase back in Yonux Maw. Might be a mistake that might provoke them into attacking us, but we'll see. This bureaucratic center here requires housing, easy enough.
We grow ever stronger.
And we will continue our constructions over this way, getting our economy back on track. That is pretty high priority right now.
We grow
Excellent.
Ever stronger.
We are currently negative in both food and consumer goods, and that is due to our lack of energy credits. I'm quite certain of this. I do think that we should go for... I'm tempted to hit mineral purification hubs here. I'm going to do it. It's not necessarily ideal, but we'll go ahead and go for that. This generator world here is going to help, but it's only producing 17 right now. Now, for the moment, we are going to be capping on alloys relatively soon. I'm going to sell off a few alloys just to buy us some time with the energy credit front. And once this, well, it did just tick. I did expect these numbers to update there. Okay. So what are we having the issue with here? Okay, that's a little bit better. Actually, that's a lot better. Fantastic. That's more like what I expected to see. Okay, so this colony here requires housing. We'll put in a city district. That will also produce a little bit of energy credits. So that's always good. And it looks like the Slurpernor are currently attacking the Rontor sect. We're okay with that. Keep in mind, the Slurpernor will fall apart when the Great Khan dies. So that will be our opportunity to get out of that. This just buys us time, and that's actually great. Research institutes are mega important right now. We're going to grab that. Absolutely.
We grow ever
This industrial world requires a planetary capital. We'll put that in. And we are scaling. The question is, how scaling can we get? Now, we can put in a, what type of modifier? A civic point? Okay, so that would be a government reform, and that would cost 250 influence, so that's actually completely fine. We may want to do something along the lines of... Bureaucrats also produce unity and stability? That's okay, I guess. Envoys and diplomatic weight. Admin cap might not be a terrible thing to go for here. Consumer goods upkeep. I actually feel like consumer goods aren't a huge problem, even though we're negative right now. I don't feel like that's a huge issue there. I think that we're going to go for the admin cap. Boom. So just like that, we're down to an 18% technology cost increase. That's beautiful. Absolutely excellent. We're doing much, much better on that front. And so far, things are going okay. Could they be going better? Absolutely. We're going to move up to Imdar for now. No sign of any nanites yet. This construction ship no longer needs to exist. Okay. Neberites are, of course, overwhelming. That's expected, since they are crisis of spirits, and we took a slow start. That's completely fine. We will get caught up. It's only a matter of time. Research institutes will, of course, go a long ways towards that. That's going to be a huge, huge deal. We are going to need, let's see, exotic gases for that. So that's something to think about. I don't suppose we can get exotic gases for free here. No. We absolutely cannot. We do need workers, though, to be working here, or a job, more specifically. And so, for consumer goods, we're going to put in an agriculture district, and that'll be fine. Mining world here. Okay, we do want to extend our research agreement, absolutely. To that end, I'm going to sell off about 5,000 food and 5,000 minerals. Can we back off on our volatile motes by order? We actually can. So we can go down like that. Excellent. And we do want to extend our deal. That is hugely important for us right now. Okay. Sounds good. This agro world, of course, needs a planetary capital. This mining world needs a planetary capital. That'll all be fine. We're definitely seeing a lot of population growth. So yeah, 5.89 per month, that's not bad at all. That is excellent.
Technology secured.
Mineral purification hubs are done. Exotic gas refineries might not be a terrible concept right now, but I think for the moment we're going to go for flak cannons. Just to be on the safe side. I'm thinking about pulling this fleet back to Haven Sky. And I'm going to do it. We're not having any issues over here. I would rather pay less upkeep by having these guys at Haven Sky. So we'll do that for the moment. We just finished our starbase over here. Excellent. Still no sign of the nanites. So for the moment, we're going to go up over here. Did not mean to go into the system, but we're going to go up to Dubious Abyss and just rebuild everything that we lost. We actually gained a system over here from that, so that's very interesting. Little unclear on what the nanites are doing. Maybe someone's attacking up here. That is a possibility. If that's the case, that's okay. So I would love to actually... we could put a Betharian power plant here. That is tempting, actually. Offset that production of minus 28. All it would cost us is a Betharian power plant. Later, we can switch the Gene Clinic. However, we don't need a job here. All we need is a planetary capital upgrade. So we're going to put that in for now. This tech world here also needs a planetary capital. There's the Research Institutes done. That's a huge deal. And we are going to go, I think, for experimental subspace navigation next. Naval cap is going to be done this next month tick. So that's going to be a huge boon for us right there. We are no longer over naval cap. So from there, starbase cap would actually be really, really strong, but society research from researchers is the better long-term play. Ecological adaptation is not useful for us right now. We're going to take the long-term play here. It's not necessarily the best play at this exact moment. Well now. In spite of her vaunted military genius, Garma, the great Khan of the Slurpanor Horde, has met with defeat in the Medoc system. When the armada she was commanding was lost in battle against forces belonging to the Valdari Ancients, these guys, the great Khan and her closest officers fled into hyperspace in a small shuttlecraft. Even now, Garma is busily assembling a new armada to resume her conquest, but this victory has brought some much-needed respite to those who oppose the relentless advance of the Slurpanor horde. So the Great Khan is not infallible. That's okay. All we wanted was time, and that's exactly what we're getting. Apparently they made the Valdari Ancients angry, so that's their own fault. That's definitely their own fault. This tech world here requires a job. As of right now, I'm going to replace the food processing center here with a research institute. That does mean that we can back off on our buy order here and completely cancel that. Excellent. There we go. That is fantastic there.
Ever stronger.
We're going to build our mining and research stations here, and then a starbase out in Gaping Maw. So far, so good. And we don't actually care if the Slurpanor horde is running into issues. They have multiple Pictling auxiliaries, huh? Oh, right. We're producing Pictling auxiliaries that then go to their territory. That's right. That's okay. Once again, that's completely fine. This tech world here could definitely use a job, and to that end, we're going to simply put in a city district, since we're about to run out of housing there, and we'd like to have another building slot. We do have a tradition available. We can take ship build cost and build speed. We could take ship fire rate. Both of those would be good if we were planning to fight soon. We're kind of not. So instead, I think we take either this here for the additional clerk jobs, or... yeah, we take the clerk jobs. Sounds good. Okay, so we are still losing a lot of energy credits. There's no doubt about that. Most of our losses are from ships currently, and with starbases as a close second, we can reduce that starbase cost by another 25%. You can definitely see the Slurpanor are still conquesting, so that's good enough for them. Excellent. So we are once again out of energy credits, and in order to solve that problem this time, we're just going to sell off some food and a few minerals. That'll buy us a little time, not a ton. What is this? Oh. Okay. The Nanites are over here, and they are heading into the L gate over here.
A station is under attack.
Okay, so that's awkward. Why are they all over here? Okay, that's a lot of Tempestals. We are not going to stop them. What we are going to do is, and I'm guessing they're coming here because we built a station over this L gate. But for right now, we're going to go to Trabano, and we're going to rebuild our construction ship over here.
Intellectual booty.
We're going to have to wait for them to bypass, but we're going to move our science ship up over here. I'm wondering if we can get ourselves additional land over here. This is Great Khan Garma of the Slurpanor horde. My defeat at the hands of the Valdari Ancients was a minor setback, nothing more. The Valdari are brave warriors and worthy opponents, but they too will fall before us. The tide of history is sweeping across the galaxy, and nothing can stop it. My new armada has been assembled. After this war is over, my loyal satraps shall be rewarded for their support. A second onslaught approaches. Well, we're one of those loyal ones. Okay, so we could build synthetic crystal plants. Citadels would be really good, actually. We're going to grab those. Okay, so they're heading for the L gate, right? Yeah, they are. Oh my. I have never seen nanites act like this before.
Our starbase is lost.
I don't know what they're doing. That's exciting. So what do we need here? I think that we should go for research alternatives so that we can have some better options if necessary. On this tech world here, we need a specialist job. Well, that's easy enough. We just put in a research lab. No doubt about that one. And we just let the nanites pass right through. I'm completely fine with this. I mean, there's absolutely no way that we can contest this, right?
Ever stronger.
So, we'll see what they end up doing. I'm not sure if they're using our L-gate to go somewhere else via the L-gate system, or if they're going back to their home system, or what exactly is going on here. But, they're gone. We're going to move up to Kajimar for now. Our sensors should give us some information over there. We're going to rebuild our starbase over the XT-81 Singularity. I'm not going to touch Yanox Maw. I'm hoping that they don't come through the Dubious Abyss, but they would have already if that was where they were going. So that's a good sign. We're going to sell off a few of our minerals here. Buy ourselves a few more months on the energy credit front. We do need to fix our economy. There's no doubt about that. So the Dubious Abyss is building research stations, and we're heading into the Gaping Maw. Excellent. They did come through the Dubious Abyss. That's sad. Okay, so lesson learned. We definitely should not be building in L-gate systems. For now. Okay. That's fine. What's their plan? To resume their conquest over here. Sure. That's fine. There's not actually that much that is super important to us over here. So, this fleet here, do we have any tech that we can upgrade it with? Let's see here. Yeah, we have phase disruptors now. That's a big deal. And we could go for barrier point defense, or we could go for flak cannons. Barrier point defense is the better average damage, but flak cannons have better tracking. So I think we're going to run the flak cannons for right now. Okay, plasma thrusters, gravitic sensors are still the best we've got, and we don't have an upgrade to armor just yet. So the Judge of the Abyss class can be upgraded thusly. And then we're going to be running, for our picket ships here, flak cannons again. And we're going to run phase disruptors, upgrade those. And we can definitely upgrade our shields on our destroyer class destroyer. We don't have any spare power, so that's good to note. And on our cruisers, we are apparently auto-upgrading this. I don't usually like doing that, but that'll be fine for now. This should be fairly maxed out, except for the medium shields. We're going to need to bring those up to advanced shields, but of course we will need power for that. And to that end, we will put in a reactor booster. In fact, we'll put in 2. That really doesn't help all that much, does it? We're still having power issues here. We can drop 1 unit of advanced shields and put in armor instead. It's not great, but we could do something kind of like that. I mean, we may as well have the excess power for now. It's not ideal, but it'll do. Okay, so we will go ahead and upgrade our fleet here, and then these guys, they can back off for right now and go upgrade. We're hoping they're going into Scott. That's not good for us. Okay. We're going to hold here. I don't expect that we win this under any circumstances. We'll start upgrading these, but we're not going to get them all the way upgraded. Okay. So here's the question. Do we have any edicts that we can do right now? I think we've pretty much already gotten all of these going. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we're going to take heavy losses here. We're only like 16k to their 40k. That said, they only have 6 total ships. So they might be kind of hard-pressed to hit us. That's our saving grace here, but we'll see how this goes. I don't expect this to go amazingly well. At all.
A station is under attack.
Yeah, they're going to attack up here. That's fine. Let's see how this goes. So in come the nanites. Finally, they did give us a bit of a reprieve. That is nice of them. They didn't have to do that. I would have liked to have these guys upgraded. Oh, we don't have a leader here right now. We should definitely put in an evasion leader if we can. Ship weapons range isn't really what I'm looking for. Actually, this guy is an evasion leader. We'll put him in. And then for our other fleet, which is currently upgrading, we are going to roll up the new leader. And for now, we could just simply put in, like, cautious. Okay. So that'll do for the time being. But they've immediately got that big attack in there from their mothership. However, that just took out one of our stations there. Okay, cool. One of our defense platforms.
Booty.
We're absolutely going to lose this, but I want to see by how much. Okay. So the answer is not as much as I actually expected. We actually destroyed one of their ships there. And dealt serious blows to the rest. That's great. We're very happy about that, actually. That went really well, all things considered. So improved reactor boosters might not be a terrible thing, but right now, I think the quantum field manipulation is necessary. Let's hop up to our... Oh, nothing to do in our colonies. Okay, I was actually expecting there to be something to do in our colonies. The Bloodstone Saphit should be back in... Let's see. Oh, 1 month. That's not bad. Okay, so what do they do from here? Are they going to retreat? It looks like they are.
The fleet has been refitted.
Okay. We're actually not going to go over there. Look at that. That debris is amazing. Oh, they've turned around. Okay. So, the Bloodstone Saphit needs to be reinforced. If they're going to attack over here, they did take substantial damage. Our construction ship will need to retreat. Okay. Tribano Station is going to start pumping out corvettes to help us here. But we're going to need to repair at the Hotram Station. We took a lot of damage, and we'll definitely want to repair here. But they've turned around. They're on their way in. Like, realistically, we probably want to full-on retreat here. They're a lot faster than we are, though. So there is that to consider. Can we get out? The answer is maybe. They will burn through this station very quickly. Very, very quickly. Why did that just bump to 5k? Oh, we ran out of energy credits. Right. That is a thing that we do not want right now. That would be the worst idea. There we go. 10.6k. Much better. So, they're coming into Hotram. Yes, they are. We're just going to retreat our fleet if we can. We're hoping to get out. The station will have to do what it can. They were just sitting there for a moment, but in they come. The station is not going to win this fight. That's understood. But here they go. So, where are we retreating to? We're going to Tribano. We're going to repair there. And we're also going to upgrade. And we're going to reinforce. The Nebrite Annihilators have a construction ship in the XT-81 Singularity. I don't like that at all. I think that's awful. And they're going to have to go through these space whales, which they can do. They absolutely can do that. Once again, we took out one of their interdictors. 2 of their interdictors. That's actually huge. Amazing. I'm super happy about that. We are pumping out additional ships, and we are upgrading in the Tribano station. They're going to push through Hotram. That's okay. Now, these guys up here, they're doing the same thing they were previously. They coming in over this way. I mean, our construction ship is kind of stuck here unless we want to try to experimental subspace navigation, which I don't think we can. I don't think that's the thing construction ships can do. For now, we're just going to hope that they don't do anything over there. Okay, so they are settling in for a bombardment of Hotram Prime. Okay, that's fine. That buys us time. So we're upgrading these ships, and then this fleet over here, the Diamond Sufite. We've got too many of the Judge of the Abyss class, that's for sure. I would like to refit this, or rather reorganize this a little bit. Specifically, by splitting the fleet in half, like so. And then combining these guys back together. And then, let's see here. Aquamarine, I think. No, Diamond. Down to 25. Down to just 20. Yes, like that. Now then, these guys are going to form, like, the basis of a new fleet. These guys are going to reinforce. And then this, of course, will be a new fleet that we will add cruisers and destroyers to. 10 and 5. And we can start reinforcing that as well. That will probably bring us up over our naval cap. That's understood. We are going to need to get some energy credits here, although you can see our energy credit deficit is getting a lot better. This bureaucratic center needs a planetary administration. This industrial world does as well. I'm completely happy with these guys just settling in for a siege here. There's only 3 ships remaining. That's the thing. 3 ships. We've been doing much better than I expected against them. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we will prepare to strike back against the Grey Tempest. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.